Well, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Liag Energie Stadion here in Cottbus. It's match day 4 in the German Dritte Liga. Energie Cottbus take on Ingolstadt here, with both teams looking to bounce back from what has not been an ideal start to the 2025-26 campaign. Energie Cottbus making one change from the side thrashed 4-1 at Hoffenheim 2 last time out. That sees Jonas Hoffmann come in for captain Axel Borgman in midfield. That means Leon Guevara has recovered from the knock he picked up in that game against Hoffenheim that pushed him off the pitch in the 33rd minute. And he is now fit to face his former club, who he moved from in the summer. For Ingolstadt, also one change made for them from the side that drew 1-1 at home to Hansa Rostock, with Linus Rosenlocher coming back in for Elias Decker at left back. Mads Borchers continuing to lead the line there, the Danish summer signing. Got his first goal against Stuttgart on match day 2 in what was a losing performance there. So far, 2 draws in their home matches, 1 loss away from home for Sabrina Wittmann's Ingolstadt. There is Elias Bethke, you just saw in the stands there, the usual number 1 between the sticks for Energie Cottbus. Out with a ruptured Achilles tendon, could be out for quite a long while. Certainly, Klaus-Dieter Wollitz certainly in the market for another goalkeeper at this point. Alexander Sebold, though, for the moment, deputising with the gloves. Here come our officials then for today. Looks like Tolkai Sigurci may have been given the captain's armband in the absence of Axel Borgman. Indeed he has. Sigurci has been in brilliant form so far this season. 3 goals so far in the opening 3 games of the campaign. Also scored the only goal in their cup win against Hanover here earlier this month. Still waiting to find out who they get in the second round of that competition. No cup worries for Sabrina Wittmann's Ingolstadt this campaign, though. All smiles on the bench, at least for now. Oh, lots of love then between the two sides. Ingolstadt, of course, travelling up from Bavaria for this one. Situated as we are pretty much on the Polish border, due east from Berlin. Certainly the high heat that we were suffering in Central Europe a couple of weeks ago has certainly dissipated, at least for now. There are our officials for today. Fabienne Michel, the lady with the whistle in the middle. Simon Froder, Tolkai Sigurci, the captains. And the linesmen today, Christoph Kluger and Julian Schaub, with Tim Konert, the 4th official in charge of the technical area. And there are the visiting Ingolstadt fans, Dischanze, sort of carrying on where they left off at the end of last season. They had a terrible end to the campaign, 7 games without a win until the final day of the season, when they came here with Energie Cottbus needing a win, which would have taken them into the promotion playoff spot. Instead, though, a 4-1 hosing at the hands of Ingolstadt, who've been really struggling before that on the final day of the season. Saw them drop down into 4th place, and no spot in the promotion shake-up in the end. Missed it. Well, if they had won that game, they'd have beaten Saarbrücken on a goal difference, who of course went on to lose to Eintracht Braunschweig in that promotion relegation playoff. Back in the division again this season. And there is Leon Guara, former Ingolstadt player, missed most of last season injured, only played a handful of times. Has been fit though so far this campaign, though you see a bit of strapping there on the left thigh. And the referee gets us underway then here at the Stadion de Freundschaft, the Stadium of Friendship. Long ball forward to start there from Ingolstadt. Goes out for a Cottbus throw. Cottbus in red and white, their usual colours here. Kicking from left to right in the first half. Ingolstadt have perhaps played better than their 2 points suggests, and an early shot comes in, deflects just wide. Snapshot from Marcel Kostli, who's well, missed a few sitters, shall we say, early on this season. Been moved up from right back to right midfield to start the campaign. Finishing not his strongest suit, usually an assist man. 15 assists in the previous 2 seasons combined for Marcel Kostli. As Cottbus work their way into the Ingolstadt half for the first time in the game. Ball in, intercepted, then the Ingolstadt defence rather getting in each other's way, eventually hacked clear, but that's only going to go as far as Sebold. He immediately chips one to this near side, headed back in by Rorik. Pelevan shields the ball well from Borchers. Cottbus just looking to settle into the game here. Being patient at the back at the moment. Being pushed backwards though. It's not a high press from Ingolstadt here at the moment, but Cottbus is trying to work their way forwards. Eventually a loose ball goes forwards. Now Borchers picks it up, holds the ball up well. Kaigin though turning into trouble, dispossessed. Now a chance at the other end of the pitch, but Sigurci now with the ball through, picked up by Buziaris. Buziaris sees his attempted cross cut out by Rosenlöcher, and that'll be a first corner of the game, and it goes to the home side. Sigurci very much the man in charge of set pieces for Energie Cottbus at the moment. Amassed ranks of fans there, enjoying a little bit of late summer sunshine. In swinger, perhaps taken short. 1-2, Sigurci gets hold of the ball again, lays it across the edge of the box. Shot comes in, a bit of a tame one. Still not cleared by the Ingolstadt defence. Sigurci does well to shield the ball there on the edge of the area. Cottbus still in possession. Ingolstadt still penned into their own third of the pitch. Sigurci does well to win the ball there. Nice nutmeg by the referee. And the shot scooped over the bar. Good to see Eric Engelhardt getting involved early doors as well. January signing from Osnabrück. Ingolstadt playing short out of the back. Here's Hopper. Rosenlöcher on this near side with the frosted hair. Carlson dispossessed. Justin Butler popping up left, right and centre early doors. Good fluidity from the front three for Cottbus at the moment. Nice interplay at the throw going against Cottbus. little bit scrappy in midfield, ball over the top, that'll be picked up by Alexander Sebald. Been at Cottbus since 2022, was a regular as well until around about February 2024. And Bethke eventually took over the gloves about a season and a half ago. Still only 22, Bethke, by the way. Product of the youth academy here. Certainly his presence will be missed at the back. Certainly we saw that against Hoffenheim, but now a chance coming forwards here. Shot comes in, half blocked, and just prodded out of play for a Cottbus throw. Engelhardt with the snapshot. Gawara forced backwards. Ziaris. Now Rorik chips one into the area, looking for the run of Ziaris. It's a little bit too much on that though, and out for an Ingolstadt goal kick. Rosenlöcher, a little shake of the head there down inside the penalty area. A few instructions there for Dennis Kaigin. Some signing from Rapid Vienna. This is a second start, and his first start of his career here with Dischanze. Against Hansa Rostock, scored the opening goal. That was equalised though just 2 minutes later, and it looks like Rosenlöcher might be going off here. Looks like he's done something to the wrist. Certainly holding that gingerly. Looks like Yannick Dijkman might be the man to replace him. They do have Elias Decker out there as on the bench as well, who Rosenlöcher replaced in the starting lineup today. Interesting that they're going for Dijkman instead, though, coming off the bench. Or at least it looks like they're going for Dijkman. The referee just having to give an extra peep of the whistle. I'm sure Ingolstadt will be trying to effect that substitution as quickly as possible. Currently down to 10 men. Ball spread out to the right-hand side. Now Costly looks up, gets the cross in. Bosch is getting his head on it, but not really able to put any control on that. They have brought in a number of younger players in the summer, have Ingolstadt. All sort of between 20 and 23 years of age, very much looking to the future. And their confirmation of that early injury then for Linus Rosenlöcher. Yannick Dijkman coming on in his place. Normally plays over on the right, can play on the left as well though. Immediately into some defensive action. Dijkman with a long throw. Now some space on this near side. Kagan eventually crowded out. Dijkman, though, well, should have made the intercept, couldn't quite arrange his feet, and now an opportunity. Butler using his pace. Engelhardt cuts the ball back in towards Sigurdsson, plays the dummy, and then the shot from the edge of the area coming in from Gawara against his former side. Well blocked inside the penalty area. then cleared down the line. Good clearance, actually. The opportunity earlier. Sigurci doing well to leave the ball. I tell you what, that looked like it was arrowing towards the corner. The keeper may have had it covered, may not. There's just too many cooks spoiling the broth at the back here for Ingolstadt. Frode dropping deep. Now a scoop ball out towards Dijkman, who immediately dispossessed. Then the ball won back by Clausen. Nice ball out to the right-hand side. In comes the shot, well blocked, and then cleared by Kampulka. Zushkov, I think it was, steaming up from midfield to take that hit. Awkward for the keeper, bouncing just in front of him. Did well just to palm that out. Did Sebold. Now then, who's got the long throw here for Ingolstadt? They've always got someone. Dennis Keigen, the new signing. Putting that one in, flicked on at the near post, and then comes the header, but not much on it. Easily picked up by Sebold. But again, we see the trouble, the long throw causes at the back as Butler is well tackled by Dijkman. As Cottbus tried to turn defence into attack. Slightly more aggressive press here now from Ingolstadt, just for the moment at least, but easily played around. Now Pelivan can bring the ball up to halfway. To Sigurci on this near side. Sigurci now, plenty of red shirts up in support. Rohrig on the right-hand side. Puts a deep cross in, too deep perhaps. It's not gone out to play though. In fact, it did just sneak out. Just wonder how easy it's going to be for Ingolstadt to play out from the back if Frode, their deepest lying midfielder, is all the way back with the goalkeeper. And again though, long ball out towards Dijkman. Immediately under pressure from Sigurci. Pelivan wins the ball. Sigurci with the touch as well. Now Rohrig. Cottbus back in possession. Sigurci seeing plenty of it early doors. Scoops the ball in towards the front men. Well held up and now spread out to that left-hand side to Gawara. Enjoying the early afternoon sunshine over on that far side. The sun will creep round onto the pitch as the game goes on though. Rohrig thinks about the cross, decides against it, instead turns the ball inside. Here's Pelivan again. Now the crossfield ball towards Rohrig. Oh, takes that down nicely. Does the right back. Faced with Dijkman is Rohrig. Pokes the ball in. Now the loose ball picked up by Sigurci. Headed away. Kampulka did well to win that one. Now Sigurci again. A little bit more space now, running at Dijkman. Still Sigurci. Runs into a bit of traffic. Here's Rohrig picking up the loose ball. Plays the ball across goal. Pelivan with the shot. Deflects. Just onto the roof of the net. And that'll be a corner for Cottbus. The home side just starting to crank things up here as we hit the quarter-hour mark with the Stadion de Frauenschaft. Gertchi coming across to take this. Henry Rorick there in support as well, just trying to draw out an extra defender from the box. Plenty of red shirts in there. Flicked on at the near post by Pelavan, but not really under control of that. Goes straight out for a goal kick. Again, inviting Cottbus onto them here for Ingolstadt. Playing themselves into trouble, seemingly, but still not managed to get past the first line of that press. Hopper, ball in. Well, scruffy, but eventually recycled by Ingolstadt. Deichmann on this near side. Again, Gertchi straight in his grill the moment he gets the ball, Deichmann. Nice flick on there and a little bit of space on this near side. The ball just running out of play before Borchers can get there. Kaigen has gone down just near the halfway line. Just winded slightly, I think. There's Timmy Thiele on the bench. The shot comes in. The ball was lost high up the pitch there. Borchers picking up the loose ball. Shot, though, blocked by Seb Alden, gathered at the second attempt. So we're just looking at Timmy Thiele on his way back from injury. On the bench there, chatting with his coach. Thiele, 15 goals, 8 assists last season. Missing the start of this campaign due to knee surgery. Came back as a substitute on match day 3. Or last week, rather. Still not fit enough to start, but he will make a difference up top for Cottbus when he gets back to full fitness, that's for certain. It's a little shove in the back there from Kampulka as everyone just tried to change direction after the slight deflection. Borchers winning himself the free kick. Kept in play from Hopper, back on the ball again. Haven't seen him really coming forwards as yet. Long ball over the top, looking for the run of Costly. A little bit of pressure higher up on the ball here from Ingolstadt, then the long ball over the top, but Engelhardt not quite making the right run for that one. Deichmann now on this near side. Again, Borchers well policed by the Cottbus back four. There we see the unfortunate Linus Rosenlocher as Ingolstadt on the attack. The ball falling here for Maikin, his shot blocked. Costly can't quite get his foot in there, but the ball falls on the far side now for Besuchkov. Besuchkov whips one into the near post and, well, Smashed over his own crossbar there by a Wartsby Grant. And that'll be an Ingolstadt corner. Just going to say, we just saw Jonas Rosenlocher, obviously with either broken wrist or broken forearm. Judging from the way that's been wrapped up, he'll be off to the hospital, I'm sure, sooner rather than later. And Ingolstadt with the corner. It's like Keigen to swing this one in. Goes to the near post, flicked on! Oh, and cleared off the line, and then somehow the shot deflects over the crossbar. Well, Cottbus right in their luck there from the set piece. Nearly midway through the first half, and that's the closest Ingolstadt have come to opening the scoring here. Corner came in, flicked on at the near post. Great save there from Sebald. And then it's Engelhardt, I think, with the block using his back. I knew nothing about that one. Another corner comes in, near post again, flicked on. Just scraped clear at the back post, and maybe a chance now on the counter-attack for Energie Cottbus. Ziaris, though, well tackled on this near side. Kagan it was. Chasing back. Well, two corners there for Ingolstadt. Two near misses as well for Deshanza. This is the first one. Oh, in fact, it doesn't come off of Engelhardt. It comes off of the Ingolstadt player prostrate on the floor. No idea who it was. The second set piece wasn't easily cleared either. Now Sigurci trying to turn that one round the corner for Butler. Well played from Jonas Scholz. Now Sigurci wins another corner from Dijkman. Flicked on at the near post again. Ball falls to an Ingolstadt player. Hopper. Ooh, now, is that going to be a first booking of the game, I wonder? Well, Marcel Kostli felt that he was tripped. The referee disagreeing. Long ball over the top, not dealt with. Possibility of a handball there, but nothing given. Game allowed to flow. Engelhardt just never quite getting that ball under control. Now Hopper on that far side. Ball over the top, too much on it though, really. Pulka now. Action and packed start of the season for the Cottbus number 4, Tim Pulka. Might have a bit more work to do here now as well as Ingolstadt come forwards down the right hand side. Kostli turning back inside, whipping one in, but on his weaker left foot and not really in control of that one. This time Cottbus play it short out of the back, then long down the line. Dijkman wins the header. Borchers does well to win the ball and now spreads it out onto that right-hand side. Plenty of room for Hopper to move into. Hopper looks up. Long ball into the area, just a little bit too much on it for Borchers. Trying to claim a corner, not going to get it. Here's the Danish number 9. precision pass out from the back there from Sebold. Klaus-Dieter Wollitz has said he requires another goalkeeper. Now, whether it's to replace Sebold in goal or to just have extra cover on the bench, it's another question. They've got Max Bernke, 22-year-old, currently covering the bench, yet to play at this level. The 22-year-old moved from TSV Albstadt in the summer in the lower leagues, so arguably not ready for this level, maybe one for the future. I guess it would come down to exactly what's available. Klaus-Dieter Wollitz actually in a fairly unique, well, not completely unique, but fairly unique, certainly in German footballs, in being both the coach and the director of football at Energie Cottbus. Most clubs will have a strict separation of duty between those two roles, but Klaus-Dieter Wollitz, 60 years of age, I think he feels he's, and Cottbus also feel that he's earned that right to control the players coming into the team that he is indeed coaching. Engelhardt just, Sergerci just bustled off of the ball. Deichmann lays it off. Bit of keep ball here for De Schanze. Not managing to quiet down the home fans though. Take more than a spell of possession to do that. Nicely flicked on there on the right hand side by Kostli. And Kostli continues his run, cuts inside, chips the ball into the area and just taken off the toes of Porsche. As he was thinking about the overhead, Sergerci with the ball by his own corner flag now. Plays the ball inside under pressure from Deichmann. Kampulka nearly turns into trouble. That's just going to be smacked clear by Sebold. Engelhardt beaten to the ball there by Simon Lorenz. 28-year-old central defender, very much a pillar, if you can call it that, of this Ingolstadt defence. Does score his fair share of goals coming forward though, Simon Lorenz, 5 of them last season. And now Sergerci gets on the ball on this near side, support out to the right from Henry Rohrer, but Sergerci has the shot instead, and that's just been palmed round the post. That surely is going to be a corner for Cottbus. Yes, it is. Oh, good save, full stretch there from Marcus Ponath. Really closing down Sergerci, the most dangerous player on the side. Just a fingertip there, preventing that ball from going into the corner. You should see it from this angle here. That ball going in. Brilliant save. Keeping the theme of in-swinging corners here, Cottbus, so Henry Rohrer goes over to the left-hand side to swing this one in with his right foot. Goes for the near post. Hanavan just missing the flicked header. Gets the ball back again though, does Rohrer. Cuts back onto his stronger right foot. Now puts another ball into the area, headed away at the near post. And out for a Cottbus throw. Another long ball into the Ingolstadt area, not been cleared. Still not been cleared, and another fingertip save from Ponath, and then the Justin Butler smashes it into the side netting. Marcus Ponath, I think he knew he'd have a busy time when he moved here in the summer from FV Illitsen. So again, long ball in, just not dealt with. The defenders leaving the ball for each other. Eventually a deflected shot comes in. We've seen this all last season and the season before that, to be honest with it. Ingolstadt, uncertain at the back. Always good going forwards, though. And again, Sigurci trying to cut through. Deichmann eventually puts his foot through it. Borchers looking for a free kick there against Kampulka, not getting it. Ball scooped over the top. Deichmann with the defensive header. The ball picked up by Sigurci. He's everywhere at the moment. Now Rorig flips one in, headed away at the back post, but no one there to pick the ball up. Guevara plays the ball out to the left. Butler with his shot half blocked. Picked away. Waterbury Grant under pressure from Borchers, plays the ball down the line. Nice play this. Guevara now. His pocket picked, and Lorenz just plays the ball out to halfway. Ingolstadt need to push their line up here. They're dropping too deep. Look at that. Hardly anyone outside their own third of the pitch, even with the ball on halfway. I'm sure Sabrina Wittmann and her coaching staff will be screaming at the side there to push up. Deichmann, that's a nice little play out from the back there. Carlson plays the ball back to Ponath. Now Hopper inside to Bashushkov. Borges. His ball round the corner didn't quite come off, picked off by Leon Guevara. 12 minutes to go before the break. Cottbus in the ascendancy here. They've forced a couple of good saves out of Ponath in the last few minutes as well. Now Sigurci getting more and more of the ball as the half wears on. Is the Turkish number 10. Again, plays a 1-2 there, looking to go through the middle. Still Sigurci. Plays it out to Rorig on this near side in space. Rorig, well, claims for a penalty and given. Yannick Deichmann. We'd have to have a look at his arm position. Now, is it ball to hand or hand to ball? The referee, of course, doesn't get the replay. She was very quick to point. That is arm to ball, isn't it? He's half shielded as he's gone to hit the ball. And the arm is just out. I don't think really complain about that, Ingolstadt. So a first penalty the season for Energie Cottbus, first penalty conceded this season for Ingolstadt. No surprise at all to see Tolkai Sigurci stepping up. He scored 5 in a row at the back end of last campaign off the spot. Now, what can he do here against Marcus Ponath? Sigurci, short run up, left-footed. Waiting for the referee's whistle. Deep breath there from Sigurci. No mistake from the spot. And Cottbus, 35 minutes into the lead. 4 games, 4 goals this season for Tolkai Sigurci in the Drita Liga. Also scored in the cup as well, so 5 goals in 5 competitive matches. The Cottbus number 10. So then Ingolstadt, well, they've been on the back foot for the majority of this first half. Now a goal behind as well. They've lost their left back, Linus Rosenlocker, with what appears to be either a broken arm or broken wrist. Broken forearm or broken wrist, rather. With the opening goal, the Cottbus substitutes come out to play. stabs one into the air. Doesn't really wrap his foot round it though. That just drifts into the hands of Alexander Sebold. The pressure on for Sabrina Wittmann's side, winless in their opening 3 games of the campaign. This is never going to be an easy one either. Justin Butler being a nuisance in midfield. Suzhkov now plays a 1-2 in midfield. Now tries to spread it over to the run of Hopper on the right-hand side. Picked off by Gawara. Engelhardt asking too much of himself there, though. So Ingolstadt tend to score a lot of goals, tend to concede a lot of goals. Certainly the first 3 games this season, they've scored in all 3 games. They conceded in all 3 games as well. Only 4 clean sheets in the entirety of last season for Deshanza. And the first penalty they've conceded this campaign. Foul there going against Marcel Koss. He just found himself the wrong side of the ball, dragged his man down, perhaps arguably lucky not to cough up a yellow card. Actually wasn't really playing the ball, was he? See Cottbus's passing getting this a little bit slicker as the first half has gone on. They've grown into the match. Ingolstadt struggling to stay with them at this stage. Certainly a Cottbus side with plenty to prove after that 4-1 hammering at Hoffenheim. 4-0 down after 52 minutes in that one. Skirchi did get a goal back later on in the game, but pretty harrowing experience for the Crayfishes, that one. Certainly interesting to see just how Hoffenheim get on this season. Certainly started well, 7 points from their first 3 games, unbeaten. And good wins as well. Dykman wins himself a free kick. Justin Butler shows his frustration. Puff of the cheeks there from the fullback. Sabrina Wittmann and the coaching staff must be wondering how they're going to change this up in the second half. 6 minutes to go before the break. It's been a little bit one-paced through in open play from Ingolstadt so far. And then just a loose ball. Too much on it. There was space to be exploited there on that near side. Sebold thinking about going long with the goal kick. In fact, he does go long. Just a bit of a knock there for Schultz. What I've got of Ingolstadt got here in the minutes before half-time. Kampulka quickly across there to snuff out any danger, but it will be a throw-in in an advanced position here for Ingolstadt. Keigan goes over. Ryan Malone, of course, no longer at Ingolstadt, the American central defender with, well, let's face it, the best long throw in the division. Hard, flat, can reach the back post. This one goes to the near post, again not well defended. The shot scuffed from Carlson. And another shot comes in, and that's well saved in the end from Sebald. Low down to his right. Must have seen that one late as well, coming through traffic. Schultz, I think it was in the end with the shot. Let's look again though, here comes the long throw. The defence all over the place. Actually Schultz with the snapshot. That's well saved low down. Now corner comes in, goes to the back post this time, punched away. And we've got a Cottbus player down on the edge of the area. Cottbus might just take their time here, trying to bleed that clock down to half-time. Justin Butler, the man going down. Two minutes to go before the break. Sebald goes long with the goal kick. No one really there though for Cottbus. Hopper. Well, I don't know why he's done that. It's not the first time. He's actually beaten his man over on that far side, and then immediately pass goes backwards. So all the hard work to try and get past that first line of the press, completely thrown away. Just lacking in confidence. He's the 22-year-old right back. Suzhkov plays the ball in. Well played from Kampulka. Snuffing that one out. Back with Sebald again. Oh, and he turns inside costly. That'll always get a bit of a cheer from the home fans. Not taking any risks this time, though. Oh, and Carlson does well. Well, the referee giving a foul against Carlson. Didn't look first at view there to see anything particularly wrong with that. Toe down, foot not particularly high up. Maybe the Cottbus player just buying that foul. Kampulka it is, the man who went down. Let's have another look here. Honestly, don't see anything wrong with that. Cleanly won the ball first. Studs down, not up. Not sure what else he's supposed to do. Stroke of luck there for Cottbus. And now immediately on the attack, Sigurci plays one down the line, gets the ball back as well as the Turkish number 10. A little bit too much ball on his heat on his scooped ball into the area as we go into first half stoppage time. 2 minutes added on here, says Tim Conant. Now a chance maybe on the counter-attack for Ingolstadt. Borchers plays the ball out to the right. Just all got a bit sticky, ball stuck under feet and everything went awry, but now another opportunity knocks here. Men over on the right-hand side, the ball swung in instead, takes a deflection, and that will be an Ingolstadt corner just on the stroke of half-time here. Cottbus have struggled to defend set pieces so far in this match. Ingolstadt always a threat in such situations. Sushkov goes over to take this one. Sushkov plays it into the near post, flicked on, not enough on it. Now Butler smashes the ball clear, and that could well be that for the first half here. And indeed it is. Our referee, Fabien Michel, brings the first half to a close. There's a first half in which Tolkai Sigurci, who else, has very much stamped his authority on the proceedings. A slightly bitty opening to the gaming. Energie Cottbus, though, the host, really growing into the match and certainly deserving of the opening goal. 35th minute penalty given for a handball by substitute Yannick Dijkman. No real argument with that one. Tolkai Sigurci smashing home his 4th goal in as many matches to start the Drittliga campaign. And as it stands then at half-time, it's Energie Cottbus 1, Ingolstadt 0 at the Well, welcome back then to the Energie Stadion. It's Energie Cottbus 1, Ingolstadt 0 at half-time here on match day 4 in the German Dritte. The home fans perhaps mollified after their shocking 4-1 loss away to Hoffenheim 2 last week for the Crayfishes. Ingolstadt, meanwhile, well, they're still looking for their first win of the season. And certainly, they've been second best in the opening 45 here, have Deschanze. Not helped by losing Linus Rosenlucher very early on with what appears to be a broken wrist or a broken forearm. It'll be interesting to see if Sabrina Wittmann makes any other changes at half-time. Henrik Dijkman there, the number 20 coming on in Rosenlucher's place, playing a little bit out of position on the right-hand side of that back four. Usually likes to play, sorry, on the left-hand side rather, usually likes to play over on the right. A little bit of imbalance there. And Sabrina Wittmann just having a bit of a chat with the officials on her way to the technical area. And there will be indeed another change. Now let's see who's been given the hook. Well, it looks like Dennis Keigen, who struggled to make an impact there in the first half, has made away with Max Plath coming on in his place, the 20-year-old, for his first action of the season, having made 13 starts for Deschanze last season, Max Plath. So I think Fredrik Karlsson will be pushed into a more forward position on that left-hand side for Ingolstadt, with Plath sitting alongside Simon Fröde in the centre of that Ingolstadt midfield. You suspect that's how things will play out, at least. So back underway then here at the Stadium of Friendship. And immediately on the attack, Sigurci again involved in pretty much everything going forwards for the team in red. Here's Guara. Just given a little bump there, shoulder to shoulder. Plays the ball out to Butler. Butler gets the ball to Engelhardt, and that forces another sprawling stop from Marcus Ponath. Ingolstadt need to grow into the game. They haven't really had the points that perhaps their play at times has deserved so far in the opening 3 games of the season. Can't say they deserve more than they've got at the moment here, though. Room for improvement in this second period. Hopper. Suchkov does well. And there's the foul given against Awartby Grant. Just a little clip on the back of the heels there of Mads Borchers. And this does appear to be in range of the direct shot for Max Besushkov. Now, will he be tempted, or will he aim for that phalanx of dark shirts waiting in the area for the cross? Looks like he's going to go for the cross here. Goes for the back post, and well, it's going to be a corner for Ingolstadt. No one really attacking the ball defensively. This is the chance a few moments ago at the other end. Engelhardt doing well, surrounded by Ingolstadt defenders. Still found room for the turn and shot. Well saved though by Ponath. Now the corner, 6 dark shirts to aim at here for Besushkov. Cottbus have not looked comfortable defending these so far. This one comes in, well punched away, and then the volley into the crowd behind the goal from Mattis Hopper. Let's get us back underway. Playing it short out of the back, riskily so. Smashed clear eventually by Sebold. All flipped over the top. Butler nowhere near it in the air. It's all a bit choppy in midfield there. Eventually Costley comes in with the well-placed pass, and now an opportunity here for Ingolstadt coming forwards. A little bit undersold of the initial ball forwards there for Deichmann. Here's Plath. Back inside. All played in to the edge of the area, picked up. And now space on this near side for Hopper. Hopper looks up, swings one in, headed away from the edge of the 6-yard box. Hopper again. First time cross goes for the back post. Nobody there. Engelhardt tries to play the ball round the corner, and now an opportunity on the counter-attack perhaps. Ziaris tidying up. Now Rorik brings the ball forwards. Ziaris again. Sigerci finding space, this time on this near side. Butler, no space there on the edge of the D, gets the ball back to Sigerci. Guevara outside him. Oh, a nice run by Boziaris as well, puts the ball across goal. But the flag has already gone up against the number 19. Good call from the linesman. A slight worry though for Ingolstadt, the way they managed to cut through their Cottbus, despite the defensive line being well set. Hopper plays the 1-2, advances down the right-hand side. Besushkov seeing more of the ball early in this second half. Now Costley comes more central from that right-hand side. Slightly loose ball out, but will eventually come into Deichmann. Deichmann plays a 1-2, drives forward, does the number 20. And gets a throw-in out of Henry Rorik. And they did have Dennis Kaigin taking long throws from over on that left-hand side in the first half. Looks like Marcel Costley's the next man, well, rather the next cab off the rank for the long throw. Let's see what the right midfielder can do. Not the best of throws, but not really well defended either. Borchers with the turn and shot. Scrambled clear. Plath picks up the loose ball. It was a nice ball too as well into Costley. He wins another corner for Ingolstadt. Good pressure here from the visitors early in the second half. Sushkov goes across to take this one. Sushkov whips it into the near post, flicked on, headed away by Pelavan, I think it was then, hacked further clear. There's a Cottbus player down in the area, Justin Butler. The replay here, flicked on, I think it was a Cottbus head actually. Looks like Butler was actually caught by his own defender. Now Hopper. First time in the game really, Ingolstadt seem to have managed to push Cottbus back a little bit here, just defending a little bit deeper. More space for the Ingolstadt midfield. Oh, and that's silly challenge going in from Plath. You've got your opponents under pressure, no need to do that. Now a chance for Cottbus to clear their lines. Ball pinged forward. Strong header away. Loose ball picked up. Now Kampulka on the ball. Kampulka again. Under pressure. Whips one down the line, but possession given away by Cottbus. Ingolstadt settled down nicely at the start of this first half, but the second half rather, they're giving the ball away here. Pelivan couldn't quite get the right ball through for the run of Engelhardt. And that was very nearly a good attacking opportunity for Cottbus, winning the ball high up the pitch. Better play. Borchers, though, couldn't quite hold the ball up. Engelhardt with a loose touch, and Sigurdsson then dispossessed by Plath. And then gives away the throw, but good destructive play in midfield there from the number 14. On at half-time, in place of Dennis Kaigen. Haven't heard anything about any injuries for Kaigen, but we'll keep an eye on that. Coming into midfield and coming forwards. Now there's space on this near side for Buziaris, but finds that way forwards shut down, gets the ball back again, pings it back to Wartby Grant. Now Pelivan from midfield, just dropping deep for a moment. Buziaris does well to win the ball. Gawara, though, dispossessed by his former teammates. Eventually goes out for a Cottbus throw. Pelivan drives forward. Engelhardt pops up on the left-hand side. Engelhardt, while running into traffic, goes down looking for the foul, nothing given. Rightly so, judging from the certainly what you saw there in real time. Pinged over the top. Engelhardt somehow making his way into a bit of space. The ball hasn't been cleared yet. Here's Sigurdsson. A shake of the head from the Turk. Couldn't quite get the ball out from under his feet in time. There's a warning for Ingolstadt at the back. You can't give that number 10 any space whatsoever. Eventually the foul goes Ingolstadt's way. Simon Lorenz using his experience to draw the foul. Now Ingolstadt with a chance to relieve the pressure, and it's games have become quite spread here. Lots of space in midfield. Hopper. A little bit too much on that ball. The number 2 doing well to bring that one down. But any attacking momentum has gone. Costly. Thinks about a 1-2 with Hopper, but he just runs straight into it. Pelivan, and now an opportunity. Sergerci in space. This is danger here for Ingolstadt. And that's actually a very good tackle, tracking back from Plath. Costly receiving the ball under pressure. Now Sergerci. And again. Cottbus retaining possession nicely here. Foul goes Ingolstadt's way, quickly taken, chance maybe to pour forwards here, down that left-hand side. Need to move the ball out of there quicker, don't they? Ingolstadt. Ball eventually comes to Hopper on this near side. He drives one into the far post. Opportunity knocks it! And there's the equaliser. Well, Hopper with a diagonal ball into the area, just clipped over the head of the defender. Just after the hour mark. Ingolstadt getting a reward for their bright start to this second half. It was Carlson, I think, at the back post. Just over the back of the defender. Lovely first touch as well from the Dane. Chesting it down, first time touch into the roof of the net. No chance for the goalkeeper there. And with half an hour to go here, 1-1, everything to play for both sides. Tim Kampulka's gone down as well. That's going to be a worry. First assist of the season for Mattis Hopper. First goal for Fredrik Carlson since his summer move from Silkeborg back in his native Denmark. Looks like we might have a hurried substitution coming in here. Well, that's Ted Tatamush, who's usually a forward. There might be a couple of changes coming in here. Tim Kampulka being dragged off. Dennis Dua is going to be the replacement, I think, for Kampulka. Dennis Dua on loan from Dynamo Dresden for the season. He's 22 years of age, so he's about to come on. Cottbus currently down to 10 men. Ted Tatamush also coming on. Say he's a forward. Oh, it looks like Can Mustafa also. So a triple change incoming. Be interesting to see who is withdrawn for Tatamush. And for that matter, for Mustafa, that might well be Justin Butler. Mustafa likes to operate on the left-hand side of the front three. Can't imagine it's going to be Sergerci coming off, and maybe Engelhardt off for Tatamush. Buziaris, yellow card there, I think, for opening his mouth when he shouldn't have. First yellow card for him in Cottbus colours. Right, shake of the head as well. So here come the changes then. So Tim Kampulka for Dennis Stewart, the number 15. That'll be one of them. But what are going to be the other two changes here? I suspect Justin Butler may be withdrawn. Maybe Eric Engelhardt as well. Unless they're going to go for a change of shape here. So Dua comes on for Kampulka. In fact, it's Yanis Buziaris who comes off for Tatamush. And Justin Butler indeed. Here's the other man off for Can Mustafa, who scored the second goal in their matchday 2 win away to Schweinfurt. That with the keeper at the wrong end of the pitch. In fact, it's Marcel Kostli. Well, hang on, we're getting a few mixed signals here. So Kostli and the goal scorer Carlson both withdrawn for Ingolstadt as well. Confirmation. Dennis Stewart coming on for Tim Kampulka. While we were looking at those changes for Energie Cottbus, also Sabrina Wittmann snuck in a couple of changes as well. And we'll catch up with those as soon as we get the opportunity. So Marcel Kostli and Fredrik Carlson appear to have been withdrawn. Now we just need to figure out who's come on for them. Oh, so Jan Sturm. So like for like there on the left-hand side for the 20-year-old, on loan from Freiburg for the campaign. Dropped to the bench after starting the first 2 matches of the season for Deshanza. The other change then being made, Gustav Christensen, another Dane, onto the pitch then, in place of Kostli. Sturm and Christensen left-sided usually. Ingolstadt doing a better job of winning the ball higher up the pitch in this second half. Getting those full-backs up a bit higher, Hopper especially. The number 2 there. I say, slightly strange to see the goal scorer almost immediately hooked after scoring the equaliser. As now Cottbus stream forwards, an important tackle coming in from well, that was Jonas Scholz. Again, 2 20-year-olds coming onto the pitch for Ingolstadt. I'll say all the players they've brought in this summer, and there have been a lot. It's going to take them a while for, I think, Sabrina Wittmann to whip them into the shape of a team as such. No space yet for Timmy Thiele on the pitch. Might see him a little bit later, a little bit early perhaps, for the number 7. So not fully fit yet. Sturm gives away a free kick for his challenge on Pelivan. Looks like he might have hurt his elbow hitting the ground there. Ball over the top, looking for Tatamush, who, well, to be fair there, I think Fröder and Tatamush have got a handful of each other's shirts, and to be fair to the referee, just letting that one go. Quite the right thing to do. They've both got a hand on each other. Good defending from Fröder. Well, he claims a free kick, but he had such a handful of Tatamush's shirt as well. I wonder if they actually will swap shirts after the game. Be unusual this early in the season, that's for certain. Anyway, Cottbus corner. Henry Rohrig goes over to chuck an in-swinger on this one. Whipped into the near post, headed away. Picked up by Gawara. Back out to Rohrig. He'll want to cut back onto his right foot here. Does do that, headed away at the near post though, but there's no one out there to pick up the loose ball. Everyone too deep here for Ingolstadt. Well, 20 minutes to go here, everything to play for. Ingolstadt have never lost here, by the way. In Cottbus, played here 5 times, drawn 2, won 3, including the last 2 visits here. One at the end of last season, the previous one to that back in 2014. Ooh, and a loose touch there from the goalkeeper. Just gets there. Well, Mustafa, obviously not injured, he wouldn't be moving that much. Playing to the crowd there, the number 17, not good to see. The ball is then put over the top and collected, smashed out of play just as Mosfet gets himself back up. Shrug of the shoulders there, quite rightly, for Marcus Ponath. He's done nothing wrong. Won the ball cleanly. No foul there at all. Good refereeing. Say Mustafa's play acting on the ground, not impressing anyone there. Leon Gawara, the former Gambian international, is withdrawn. Axel Borgman, club captain, comes on in his place. Hey, well, normally plays in midfield as Axel Borgman, but can play at left back as well. I suspect that's exactly where he's just slotted in. Ball over the top, been allowed to bounce there. Rohrig comes across from right back to tidy up. Pressure high up the pitch here from Ingolstadt. Hopper with the throw. Well, nice play down the right-hand side, now looking up, driving a ball in. Not quite dealt with by anyone here, now touched with a shot, maybe, no. No foul, says the referee. Eventually hacked out for a Ingolstadt throw. Borchers shrugging his shoulders. Now Pelavan's turn to go down. I mean, there's hardly any, if any, contact there on Pelavan. Referee doing well here. Bit of play acting, sneaking into the game. Here we're just under 20 minutes to play, being ignored so far by the referee. All into the back post, headed away. Deichmann now comes across to take this one. What's his long throw like? It's definitely part of the plan. Not sure he's quite got the distance on these though. Still flicked on and not really dealt with by the Cottbus defence, just smashed clear, everyone behind the ball. Hopper comes back to deal with it, lays it off to Ponath. Ponath goes long, looking for space over on that far side. And the offside flag going up anyway against Jan Sturm. The game delicately balanced here. Little nudge into the back from Tatamush. Fröder winning the free kick on this occasion. The battle between Tatamush and Fröder already bubbling up nicely. Tatamush has only been on the pitch about 10 minutes. Not even that, actually. Ingolstadt probing down the left-hand side. Pelavan, well, getting an armful, or handful rather, of his opponent. Again, 6 of one, half dozen of the other there. Now Cottbus can maybe play on the counter-attack. Sigurci just beaten to it by Hopper. He does well with the pass as well. Now the ball driven in. Dua turns the ball away. It's all gone a bit scrappy, hasn't it? Tatamush trying to hold the ball up, then gets in the way of the clearance as well. And then, well, fouled on halfway, the play waved on by the referee. Sigurci with the ball, plays that into the area. No foul, says the referee. And then cleared by Ingolstadt. Engelhardt this time, the man going down. A yellow card there for Dua. Captains only speaking to the referees. That's the rules. If you go and get in the referee's face like that, you will get booked. Hopefully, referees all through the German football pyramid will stick up to that one through the season. And you can see Engelhardt looking up at the referee as he rolled over. Sigurci, all space here. Mustafa couldn't find the pass. There were 2 players waiting for the pullback. Here's Pelavan now. Again, Orgman this time whips a good ball in, headed away from the edge of the 6-yard box. Confirmation of that yellow card for Dua. On the ball now, number 15. Pelavan drops deep, pings the ball out to this near side. Mustafa drives one in on the diagonal, but too much air on that for Tatamush to be a threat. Maybe some grumbling going on underneath that baseball cap. Klaus-Dieter Wollitz. It looks like Timmy Thiele has got the call. What can the Super 7 do here for Energie Cottbus? So he's not fully fit. Doesn't have much in the tank yet after knee surgery. But he'll give what he's got towards the cause, that's for certain. Plath with the long ball. Played in high. Pelavan loses out in midfield. Dua beaten to the punch there. Now Ingolstadt up to the edge of the area. Sigurci back doing his defensive work. Now the ball pinged into the back post, but there's no one really there for Ingolstadt. Hopper locks that attempted clearance close to the corner flag. Has So it's been tightly contested this second half, a bit scrappy, that's for certain. Not much in the way of open opportunities here. Just whacked up in the air, one by Waterbury Grant. Now Hopper back in possession for Ingolstadt. Timmy Thiele still waiting for his opportunity to come on. The ball simply hasn't gone out of play. Hopper again. Looks for space over on that far side. Headed back across goal. Not cleared. And eventually. Dua with the header. And Cottbus can now try and play out from the back, but that hasn't gone very far. Tatamush dispossessed, and now overload on that far side. An important interception from Pelevac. Now Sigurci. Oh, and space here in behind for Cottbus. Danger for Ingolstadt. Here come Cottbus. Brilliant save again from Ponaf. Not his first in the game by any stretch of the imagination. Can Musfa, the man getting in behind. Simple ball over the top, finding the gap between the full-backs and the centre-backs there. Plath tries to calm things down with a pass to Hopper. Still no opportunity for Timmy Thiele. Little shrug of the shoulders there. The 34-year-old striker. To be fair, he's only just turned 34. He's not an old 34. We might have another Ingolstadt substitution incoming as well. Both sides have one substitute left. Oof. Well, late challenge coming in midfield. And that's, yeah, definitely a yellow card for Jonas Hoffmann. Very late. Late from behind as well on Max Psushkov. So Timmy Thiele does come on. So look at the chance for Mustafa just a few moments ago. Well saved though by Ponath. Spread himself well to the number one. Timmy Thiele on the pitch. Suspect it'll be Engelhardt that's been sacrificed. Looks like it anyway. Pretty certain. So Eric Engelhardt makes way for Timmy Thiele. Be interesting to see if when Thiele's fully fit, if he can get both of those men into the same starting 11 as Ingolstadt here on the attack, and the attacking header. And the shot straight at the keeper from inside the 6-yard box. Ball still not cleared. Another shot comes in, cleared by Dua, or rather blocked by Dua. And now Sigurci with the ball out. Confirmation that Engelhardt sacrificed for Timmy Thiele. 15 goals last season, missed a few as well. Around the turn, this was the opportunity. Dijkman getting onto the ball, standing up nicely to the back post. I'm not sure the keeper knew much about that save from Borchers, you know. He definitely didn't prevent the ball from crossing the line. Unlucky that for Mads Borchers, nearly his second goal of the campaign. It would have put Ingolstadt into what could be a vital lead for them. And now, Julian Kurgel about to come on. Borchers, that shot, that turn and shot. Here's a last action in the game, Kurgel. He actually scored 2 goals and 5 assists here 2 seasons ago, then spent last campaign at Unterhaching, 5 goals, 4 assists there. Back now with Ingolstadt again this summer. second substitute appearance of the campaign. Mustafa tries to clip one in to the area. Nice ball picked up by Rorik. Passed over onto that right-hand side. Sigurci, the shot, but straight at the goalkeeper. 6 minutes plus stoppages to go here. Nice little 1-2. Christensen trying to spread the play down the right-hand side. Christensen with the header into the area. Just an up and under clear. Timmy Thiele unable to win that in the air. That's well won back by Christensen. Round the corner, intercepted though by a Waterby Grant. Clash there between Borgman and the defender. Sorry, Tatamush and the defender, beg your pardon. Well, are either of these teams going to be able to come forwards here and take all 3 points? Plenty of action elsewhere around the grounds, by the way. Saarbrücken 2-1 up at home to Erzgebirge Aue. Velsa's start of the season has been a tricky one, that's for certain. And they are currently 2-0 down at home to Osnabrück as well, so still looking for their first win in the campaign. The big surprise really, I think, is Stuttgart 2 at the moment, winning 1-0 away to 1860 Munich. Team with all the riches up front, currently being held at home. They struggled at home last season as well, didn't they? And well, Duisburg, 3 wins out of 3 so far, currently held 2-2 away to Werl. Hansa Rostock at home to Hoffenheim 2, the late kickoff this afternoon. Just one pass too many there. A real opportunity for Christensen to get on the end of that one. Just over 3 minutes plus stoppages to go. Now then, what can they do here, Ingolstadt? They've got a 3-on-4, more coming up to join. The shot comes in off the post. Well, was that tipped onto the post by the goalkeeper? Still in possession here, driving into the area. And eventually stabbed clear by the Cottbus defence. Ted Tatamush beaten to the ball on halfway. Sushkov turns in midfield. Not much weight on the pass there. Rather sold his man short. Playing that one out to there. That's well won in the air. Now Christensen can't quite avoid Dua in the box with the cross from the right. Sushkov again. Hopper found in space on this near side. Gets the ball back, Hopper. That's not a very good cross though. Easily cut out on the edge of the 6-yard box. Bit lazily done though. Here's Bashushkov. Room for the shot here if he wants it. Decides against it. Eventually cleared by Borgman. And the foul goes Mustafa's way. encouragement from both technical areas. Poor touch from Borgman. Into the final minute of the 90, still 1-1 here at the Stadium of Friendship. And the foul goes against Cottbus. Opportunity here for Ingolstadt to load the box. 6 dark shirts all going to the edge of the D. Now it coming off there for Besushkov for just shifting the ball forwards a metre. I mean, why bother? I mean, it can't make any difference, surely. Eventually the ball goes into the far post. We're into added time now. And the offside flag goes, after all that, the offside flag goes off anyway. Here comes the fourth official. What's he going to say? 5 minutes. Another 4.5 of those to be played. Ingolstadt now emerge with the ball in midfield. Besushkov leading the charge, still Besushkov. Oh, and just didn't quite read his teammate's intentions there. His teammate didn't read his intentions. One or the other, or both. 4 minutes plus stoppages to go. So Ingolstadt, they've never lost here. 2 draws, 3 wins in their 5 visits over the years. That's a better throw. Still not cleared, eventually scraped clear. Laid off by Thiele, and now they're off to the races. Mustafa brings the ball over halfway, red shirt streaming forwards as well. Thiele on this near side. Borgman in support, instead goes for the cutback. And that's cleared from the edge of the area. Ball cleared, but only as far as Dua. Grant, nice ball in for Mustafa. Clipped in and the header goes just wide. Well, Thiele only been on the pitch a few minutes. That's his first sighter at goal. Looks at the sky. Nice ball in. Nothing Dykman could really do about that. He was as tight as he could get to the number 7. The question would be, where are the central defenders in that one? Well, was that the chance for Cottbus to take all 3 points, I wonder? By the way, Ingolstadt have still scored and conceded in every game they've played this season. Half of the course for Deshanza. In recent years, Hopper, not a very good ball into the area. Sushkov back to Hopper again. forwards. Running out of time here, Ingolstadt, as are Cottbus, of course. Platt turns that one round the corner, intercepted by Pelavan. Pelavan again in the centre circle, but only puts the ball straight up in the air. Eventually the rebound goes to the number 5. Into the final seconds here, Borgman forced backwards by Christensen. Hawksby Grant feints a forward run, instead gives the ball back to Dua. Now Rorig over on that far side, 3 red shirts on the edge of the D waiting for some sort of cross. Will anything come their way, I wonder? No, it won't. A bit too impetuous from the right back, Deichmann going to ground, winning himself the foul. Either way, late winner by the looks of it for Duisburg. That's going to make it 4 wins out of 4. 3-2 up now, away to Werl. Saarbrücken now 4-1 up at home to Erzgebirge Aue there. The Violets' poor start to the season continuing. They did win last time out. And there, rather quietly, in fact, goes the final whistle here then at the Leag Energie Stadion, and it's finished 1-1 here. Energie Cottbus, the better side in the first half, deservedly taking the lead through a Tolkai Sigurdsson penalty in the 35th minute after a handball from Yannick Deichmann. But Ingolstadt certainly refreshed by half-time, but early in the second half, certainly the better side, and very much with the run of play as they got back on level terms. 61 minutes in, Fredrik Karlsson with his first goal in Deschanza colours to make it 1-1 from a hopper cross. After that, well, got a bit bitty, chances at both ends, but in the end, a draw about right. It's finished here at the Stadion de Freundschaft. Energie Cottbus 1, Ingolstadt 1.